Yo, what's up? It's Ben Scarborough, and I'm chilling here at Third Eye Collective in the secret room with Mike Cofield.
Yes, sir.
Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Mike has a new book that he's got out now. It's called Getting It Out the Mud, and he's brought a copy here with us to the studio. Mike, tell us a little bit about your book.
Man, I really compiled a lot of stuff that lifetime self-experiences that dealing with the music myself.
Mm-hmm.
From the time of starting my own record label, and just some of the information that I have in this book is based upon things that I witnessed or some of the stuff that I went through.
So Mike has a very, I would say, tenured experience with the music industry.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about a vet. This man has seen analog to digital. He went through the technology window, right?
Yes, sir.
And a key component of his story in the book is that not much has changed.
No.
The music business, in his eyes, has largely remained the same.
Yes, sir.
And that's just one of maybe the many arguments you make in the book?
Yes, sir.
So when music started to go digital, let's call it around the file sharing era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Songs were leaking at rapid rates, and the music industry was struggling to come up with what to do next from a sales perspective. Like, how are we going to sell the music? Music is free now, so how do we monetize the music? Do you remember where you were and how that was affecting you if you were independent at the time? Like, what you remember thinking in maybe the early 2000s? Was it like a what the fuck moment?
Blur. It was a blur for me.
Okay, it was a blur.
Because that was the time when 2001 I went to prison.
Okay.
So some of my activities that I was participating in and led me to federal prison. Anyway, at the time, up until that present, Lil Jon was not who Lil Jon is today. You feel me? So a lot of the inner city artists were on the verge of becoming to be bigger than, normal. But I didn't touch that era because between going to prison and coming home, that era was already established. But my focus is what hasn't changed is the wordage, the verbiage is still the same.
Okay.
Contract lingo is still the same.
Okay.
The kids are going through the same thing that the artists were going through, same thing.
Okay.
Not reading contracts. So basically, you picking up something and not reading the instructions. So this is going to be my instructions for the music industry. Some information that you can at least start with that can take it, you got to use this to take it wherever you got to take it to. But the digital age, I kind of missed out on it by going to, being somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be.
So that's a unique point of view to kind of be away during the technology window, right? I've heard several stories of people who were getting out in the or coming home in like the 2010s, and by this time Facebook had become a Goliath, and the way people around the world just kind of like their frame of mind changed about certain sociological mainstays, right? Music being caught up in that, right? Like we used to think of we need to go to the store and buy some shit, and now music is coming, it's invisible. It went from tangible to intangible, right?
Too fast.
So we have the unique position in history to say, okay, we lived through that, right? Unless we see another storage revolution. I mean, I've read books in the 70s that prophesized the ability to have a device and you just press what you want and instantly the song comes out of nowhere, right?
Wow.
So that was something that seemed like it was science fiction, right? It would be a device, and you search for a song, and you press the button, and it just appears.
And it's here.
There's a lot of like Russian science fiction books of dudes up in space stations, and they're by themselves, and they're like, what do I want to listen to today? And it's the 70s, this book is written, and they just push a button, and the shit pops up on the screen.
Wow.
So the idea that, he didn't have to queue up a 33 or fucking slide a disc inside a computer. He said, computer, play, Rachmaninoff, and some classical music started to play, right? So flash forward, Spotify is just that, right?
Yes, sir.
It's like, what do we want to listen to? It's got the world's music library just available at the tap of a button. So like people come into the studio a lot, and if you look over there, I've got some records and some compact discs, and I get a lot of people who come in here and say that they haven't seen a CD in like a good 5, 6, 7 years, right? They just don't have them in their homes anymore. People don't collect physical media, right? Like, as you can see, there's a lot of physical media in this room, but just nobody has a DVD carriage in their living room anymore, right? They've got a flat screen TV, you know, they're lucky to have a sound bar so it sounds decent, but, you know, it's like, people have really kind of just, for out of convenience, I feel like, ditched the old way of collecting music and stuff. But
got rid of it.
The business of producing music is what you're saying has largely remained the same.
Yeah,
it's
still
unchanged.
The same. Still the same. I mean, you get what you negotiate. You know, and I started listening to that when Russell Simmons. You know, Russell Simmons really broke through and had a chance to come back and speak to people of his color. You feel me? Because it's music is a predominantly ownership white wise. You feel me? So, like I tell most of the kids, like, get up under somebody that you know and trust. You feel me? Then once they put you in a place with other people of power, of other color, ethnic, whatever, and you're gonna figure it out from there because you're gonna be in around enough talent and enough people with enough information for you to kind of thrive off of. So, you know, it's very important to work together. You feel me? So
producers, musicians, artists in general.
Yes, sir.
At some point, I guess you make the decision that you want to partner with a label or a manager or something like that. So you can just focus on, you know, making the music, right? Fucking the strippers, doing the coke and all this shit. So it's like
being a rock star.
Yeah. So, you know, at some point it makes, like, how much do you relinquish of your intellectual property in order to have that, like, taken care of, known that on the first shit is getting filed every time you make a song now, when you give it to your, you know, manager, he's going to make sure it gets on Spotify and tagged the right way and the beat is cleared and it's monetized and shit like that. So, I mean, there's a lot of trust that I guess at some point, I mean, I guess you could do that yourself. You could very well submit your own music to streaming platforms now.
Yeah, you need a team, though.
Yeah.
You need a team.
I remember when Future was coming out and his team was so ferocious, like free bands. I mean, everybody was there, right? It was just like unbelievable how the mixtape circuit had evolved. And like the quality and attention to detail of his earliest records, you know, that was really when I saw rap break through to, like, you know.
I didn't witness that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't witness it.
Fire.
When I came home, Future was already popping. So
okay.
Future was popping. Matter of fact, I went to Future his first concert at here, and he released this album at what is it? Metro? What is it, Ray? Excelsior Mill, or what is it now? What is it called now?
Oh, I'm not sure.
What is it?
On the West End?
Masquerade.
Oh, the Masquerade.
Masquerade, right? Future was larger than life. I mean, at that time, so I didn't see the grind, but I can attest to the grind because those were the same type of grinds that Ghetto Records were doing.
Right.
We were shaking the city down. We were doing in stores. We were just a rough brand, or, you know, my label. That's like, we established that like I say 90. A lot of people say before 90. So Ghetto Records was like, we was shot. We was a lot of the labels, independent labels then in 90. You feel me? So doing videos in places that had never been broken to, like which everybody called it. It was Body Tap then.
Okay.
Which is gentleman, T.I. owned it for a while, but Body Tap, 1996, we shot a full-fledged cameras, DPs, like 12 staff video.
I've seen that video, by the way. So for everybody who doesn't know, just everybody at home that has never met Mike before, Mike and Ghetto Records, you know, like he was saying, him and Mook and Born, like they had the Ghetto.
Shout out to Mook B.
Shout out to Mook B and Corey.
Corey Way, Born Immaculate.
Like, these guys were I kind of caught, like, I got some behind the scenes stories of what it was like to put together that music video. the Ghetto All Stars put together the album and everything like that. I've there's this website called discogs.com and it's like IMDb for albums. I think anything with like a UPC on it gets scanned and put on there. And I mean, I was able to pull up the Ghetto All Stars CD. So I've seen the back photograph of you guys on the back and like inside the book. I've actually seen this CD. I've never held it in my hands. What was the name of the LP?
Ghetto All Stars Grassroots Volume 1.
And like, so remind me of the single, the one that you shot the music video for?
Protect the Border was a compilation of different artists that were actually recording at Ghetto Records. And everybody took that body of work as as an album, but it was actually 4 or 5 artists that were just recording that one situation that like a lot of guys are doing now and put it together as an album. So, Ghetto Records consisted of Trife, which end up being DJ for Nelly. He was from St. Louis. Trife, Born Immaculate, Terry Miller, which was Divine then at the time. We had Mook B. We had my man from St. Louis, who he was with Born them. He was on the Protect the Border song. He the one probably did the verse on it. But it was just a lot of different music, a lot of different producers we just put together and try to give everybody some exposure at one time. You feel me? So we was our own street team. We was our own security.
Yeah.
We were bombarded. Club. We was pressing them. We were pressing the line.
Did you get the feeling that you guys were maybe trailblazing for
no doubt
the 404, like the 30310 and the 30318, like you were really just kind of like maybe the only group putting these...
Anybody rocking during that tenure, they witnessed it.
Yeah.
So, Atlanta witnessed it, man. A lot of this is another part why I wrote the book. A lot of people, man, you did music for so long, what are you gonna do? So I just really had to just sit down with God, man. Just say, look, if it's meant for me to have a part in this music, just bring it, to me as a form of a way to take care of my family.
Okay.
So that's why I'm writing. That's why I'm writing this book. I'm not writing this book just to be, I'm not clout chasing, whatever the kids say. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes, but I'm bringing awareness to some of the things that they should know.
No way, this is a book that Mike Cofield wrote. Like, you guys got to read this shit. It's so where can they get this book?
It's available on Amazon, and we'll add a link to the video when we post it.
Yeah, down in the video description.
Yeah,
check it out.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram too, Mike Cofield 66. That's at Mike Cofield 66. You can follow me at Ghetto Records ATL. And I also have another site called Blacks with Billion Club. So I also have that site that you can follow us on. Just stay in touch, man. Just we're gonna be feeding y'all.
He's out here.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about the writing of the book and the editing. Like how much fun? How long did it take? Was it fun to put together?
The book was compiled in probably 6 months. But the rest of the process, legalizing the book,
all the fun stuff,
copywriting the book, dealing with my artwork, dealing with the editor, editing it, make sure the book, and really just staying out of my own way. So that was the process, because a lot of y'all writers out there. Yeah, a lot of y'all writers out there, then the help of the coronavirus too.
Okay.
Coronavirus, right, yeah. I ain't have much to do. So I had a lot of downtime. So what I did, I took that time and just used it to go forward and try to emulate the same stuff that I have in this book, to show artists, like, you got to promote your product, you got to invest into your artwork, you got to pay the people that's involved with your project, you got to make sure that you have a team that's going to tell you some yeses and some nos, because the artwork was inspired from, and the term is inspired from, basically starting from scratch. Like, starting my label in 1990, I had to find myself and ask myself a lot of different questions on what I wanted to do in the music industry. And doing what I do now just came natural. Trying to rap, it wasn't me. Making beats wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I more or less was just I put people together. You know, I didn't grow up with Born. You feel me?
No, networking is super important.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with Born. Somebody introduced me to Born. Man, Born found, you know, same ideas that, you know, that we had some same views.
Okay.
You know, on hip hop, our passion for hip hop.
Right.
You know,
because you guys love music.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
And how could you not? I mean, I got the impression that music was so fucking fun to make with your friends. And still is,
Yes, sir.
arguably, right? But I mean, isn't that the best part? Going to a studio and not knowing if what you're going to work on is going to be a hit or not, right?
Yes,
When you
sir.
start seeing people react to your music. I feel the same way, honestly. Sometimes I get a little insecure about these larger YouTube videos that we put out that get a shit ton of comments. And, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, you got to like, how much do you close out of the outside world so you can focus on your creative process, right? Like, and not let, you know, the influence of the positivity and or negativity affect what you make. I have a creative mindset, so I always kind of have to filter how much I let people's opinions about what we're doing matter,
no doubt.
you know?
Hey man, if you let opinions matter, I mean, you're gonna quit.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, you're gonna quit.
I've quit before.
Yeah, you're gonna quit. I mean, but you got my number. So stay in touch with me. You got my number. Just stay
We
in
in the
touch
biz,
with me.
we in the streets. It's Third Eye
well-
Collective, man. We in the secret room. We're
Yes,
actually in
sir.
season 2 right now, man. We're
Yes,
getting a new
sir.
table. I know you saw the new intro and this guy.
Yes, sir.
Damn video. So it's like, what's going on?
Hey man, look, subscribe to my man's channel. Like the video down below.
I mean, you should already be subscribed anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, definitely hit us up because we
Yes,
put
sir.
out content all the time, just like this on the show,
sir.
and we'd actually love to have you back. You know what I'm
Sir.
saying?
And I actually met him working on my computer, not knowing
Isn't that funny?
his mind, not knowing how much quality he had in what he doing. He's still at it, but you know, I'm glad to see you still doing it, man.
You know, it's
For
really
sure.
funny. I got here in November of 2010,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt like when I got here, you know, I met Mook immediately. Like the third day I moved to Atlanta, and it seemed like as I was met people in the industry, I was forming these residual relationships with people that were like,
Yes, sir.
people are either going to hit me up about computer information or video production.
Yes, sir. And you always were open.
I believe information is free.
Like he'll be like, Mike, man, you can really do this yourself. I'll be like, nah, I ain't no computer guy. Come on, man. I ain't got time. I need my computer working when I need it working.
I've got some. I know some people who would just rather somebody else do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, when it comes to the computer shit.
Yeah.
Right. That's a common theme. Who's going to actually operate the computer?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like autistically passionate about computers. It's unexplainable. Like I just know how they work.
For real. Eat, sleep, and drink computers. For real. I mean,
But video was really cool. I just kind of want to say, like, I've shot a few music videos for Mook B, actually. Like in 2012, we put together a music video. That was really fun.
Okay, which one? Wham Wham?
No, this was Puzzle Flow.
Okay, you never did. Who did he do a video on Wham Wham?
I don't think Wham Wham materialized.
Okay,
But you
I
should
liked
still
that
do
song.
it, Mook, if
Yeah,
you're watching
I liked
this.
that song. I thought he was gonna push it. You know, hey, got a lot going. He got a lot going on. Shout out to New Radio.
New radio
Mook B.
station.
Yes, sir.
GiveMeYourMusic.com.
Yes, sir.
It's good shit.
Mook B and your local DJ. Pull up. He got all the sound for you. DJ equipment. He coming.
I like shooting music videos. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there. I'm so fucking bored, like end of the world bored, right? I haven't shot a music video in so long. We were in the clubs doing club videography and photography. That's, you know, I want to shoot a music video. I want to edit a music video. There's a particular style like on YouTube of these music videos. Lyrical Lemonade is this YouTube channel, and I mean I think they post content from other directors, but and then there's like 88 East is another YouTube channel, but they just feature some of the top music video talent. You could just watch. That's like, and it's not even on TV. You have to go online to get it. So yeah. Let's shoot a music video. That's all I'm saying. Hit me up.
Let's do it. I got my man Sheed. Shout out to Zone 6 Sheed, Z6 Sheed.
Hell yeah.
He won a Swamp Izzo Prodigy, so
Shout out Swamp Izzo.
East side representative. She got some dope music too.
Oh, I'm
he
sure.
Used to be one part of Proper Boys. You remember Proper Boys?
Shout out Zed.
Yeah, Zed. Yeah. Shout out to Zed. You know Zed. Proper Boy Zed. Shout out to Zed. Big homie.
That's really cool.
Yes, sir.
Man, so
I mean, Atlanta's really, really small, man. Smaller than a lot of people think it is. The real Atlanta. I mean, it's a lot of transplant.
Yeah.
Set down, been on the ground.
I love it here.
ATLians, you know.
I really love it here. I was living in New York and I moved down here with the idea that I'd make a bunch of shit and take it with me back to the city. And I
got stuck. You got stuck.
Can't leave this place, you know?
Look, nowhere like Atlanta, the strippers.
The strippers, man. They fucking in VIP in this bitch.
Not only that, they fully nude. I mean, New York, I love New York, but I did not like New York strip clubs. Not during the time when I was going to strip clubs. You feel me? I ain't like it. Nowhere else in Atlanta, nowhere else in America I've been to got the Atlanta Magic City, man.
Agreed. There's nothing like
legendary Magic City. Shout out to Magic too. That's my guy.
Shout out Lil Magic.
Yes,
Wolf. God damn, man. I love Atlanta, man.
Uncle Wolf. That boy Uncle Wolf. That's Mook B Uncle.
Yeah, Uncle Tap Out.
Yes, sir.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, Tap Out. I don't know about that. I know I would ride
so much weed.
Man, say it again,
like,
man.
So much weed.
Yo, man, listen. Mook's son playing for college basketball. And I'm a smoker, but I kind of smoke to myself. I kind of just, I mean, cut dry. I don't smoke in my car. It's certain ways I move, right?
Uh-huh.
I get an invitation to go see Vok play. I jump in the car with Unc. Man, they fire up, man. Soon as we hit 285, man. And then Unc driving like, man, Uncle Wolf driving like 90 the whole way.
Yes, sir. He's in the goddamn
3-4 people.
Truck.
Listen, he like, man, you get in my car and you don't file, you got to get out. I'm like, the blunt done went around so many times. I'm in the middle. I'm like,
no.
I'm
already high.
Get to the game. Guess where I sit at?
Where?
Away from them, up there on the top. Cause I'm still like trying to just settle in, man. I'm like, these dudes done fired me up. Like, man, I'm like, I ain't been this high and whoa.
This that imported.
But he was like, yeah, I'm like
gasoline.
Yeah, man. Like, and then it's like we might have been like 5 deep in the car.
Mm-hmm.
5 deep. So it's like, I think when he had that Jeep, we were 5, man. Just put it like this. No room for nobody else in there. So, and then everybody except me got a bomb.
Okay.
I'm talking about like everybody except me got something to smoke on. So I'm like, they keep rolling. I'm just like, they like, oh, he already high. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, boy, and I'm paranoid.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Are we gonna get pulled over? Like,
geeked.
I'm geeked, man. But yeah, shout out to Unc, man.
So yeah, that's what's going on. You know, we're basically making do with what we can. I think today's date, okay, so it's the 9th. So now, you know, in the current events, the city is mandate mask, requirement. The mayor has contacted the coronavirus. I think everything's in high alert. You know, we are continuing to produce the show. Mm-hmm. We're being extremely safe over here.
Yeah, gotta be safe out there.
Yeah, we would like to extend that to everybody who's made it this far into the episode. But,
yes, sir.
We would,
wear your mask.
Be safe out there, friends.
Wear your mask. Be safe. And just
Speaking of that, there's merch.
You can't. But one thing I don't want y'all to do is not to move around. Y'all gotta move around. Y'all gotta figure out how to move around. You got your mask.
Yeah, Mike brought with him some merchandise. This is the Getting It Out
Ben.
the Mud.
This is all Ben, man. I hope he be repping me. Because I'm going to rep him.
Yeah. I will be wearing that tonight.
Most definitely. Somewhere. I like to see these out here. You can give this to somebody. One of them you're going to be able to wear.
Cool.
Yes, sir. I got you. I got him some merchandise cups.
Mike is really out here.
Yeah. And then the things that I have with me, right? Most of this stuff that I'm showing you artists, this is just me investing into me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what this is. This
is me investing into me. So,
covered in the book.
Yeah. Just me invested into me. I'm going to give you a rundown of the table of contents.
Yeah, go ahead.
My book, though.
Leading by example.
Yeah, man. So the table of content go as read. Okay. Table of content number one would be, is this what you want? Basically, that can, just contain like, is this what you want? You got to look in the mirror. You got to have your circle around you, to let you know whether or not this is what you want before you waste your money, because this is not a cheap, as you can see with the merchandise stuff I have. This is not cheap. Okay. Next up, getting it legal. I have some information about contracts worded, managerial contracts. I have some information on publishing your music. I have some more information on marketing, promoting your music. So, it's very in-depth. The recording process, I explain the whole recording process all the way down to the mixing and mastering, which is the final results for you to actually launch your music. The visuals, like Ben was speaking on earlier, like get with your videographers,
hit up your local video
guys.
Yeah.
Reach out to Ben, man. Shoot a video with him. He's dope.
Scarflix, you know where I'm at.
Yes, sir. So, video, visuals. I'm gonna just give you a rundown. I dedicated this book to my mom. And the visual, you got to create your buzz. That's just getting out, rubbing elbows with the right people, being in the right places. Marketing and promoting is strategizing your way of, making your project successful. And you might not get it the first time, but you got to continue on and keep on going and keep, dealing with your marketing and promoting your projects. Your release date, that's going to be the date that you decide to actually release single, actually release an album or mixtape, okay? And merchandise and shows. This is a part of merchandise, All these things that you see right here, once you become to be, a marketable item, these are going to be items that people are going to be willing to buy from you. So this is just, some more products that you can put out. This, I'm just trying to walk it like I talk it, okay? So this is stuff that I have bought, like T-shirt and wearing my own brand. I'm wearing, so you got to spend your money on, marketing your projects so you can really get your products to the masses.
Link is in the goddamn video description. You already see what the fuck is going on.
Yes, sir.
Mike Cofield is here, and he has a book, and it's time for you to open it up. Yes, sir. If you're an artist, I guarantee you there's some good game.
Yes, sir. A lot of game.
And that's wonderful, man.
Yes, sir.
What do you say we get out of here and go smoke a blunt?
Let's do that.
Cool. So yeah, like I said, links are in the video description. Follow Mike on Instagram at CofieldMike66, and we'll definitely catch you guys on the next one.